If you're over 60, chances are you've started getting used to a few things that feel normal. You wake up in the morning and your body doesn't feel as quick or flexible as it used to. You don't eat very much, yet your stomach still feels heavy. You sleep enough hours, but you wake up tired anyway. And somewhere in your mind, the same thought keeps coming back. Well, this is probably just age. I want you to pause on that thought for a moment, because after more than 30 years as a physician, what I've learned is this. Getting older doesn't mean your body is supposed to feel uncomfortable all the time. It means your body is now operating by a different set of rules. After 60, the body works more slowly. It becomes more sensitive, and it needs smarter support, not more force. Many of my patients don't come to see me because of a clear diagnosis. They come because they no longer feel like themselves. They get tired easily. They feel bloated more often. Their sleep is light and broken, and there's a quiet worry that something is going downhill, even though they don't know exactly what. What's interesting is that in many cases, the problem isn't that they're eating too little. It's that the body is no longer using what they eat efficiently. Digestion slows down. Nutrient absorption becomes less effective. The immune system responds more slowly. And as a result, the brain, the heart, sleep quality, all of it gets affected in a chain reaction. Today, I want to talk to you about a very small habit involving a familiar fruit, one that many older adults tend to overlook because they think it's just fruit. What could be so special about that? But when you look at it through the lens of physiology after age 60, the story is very different. This is not a miracle. It's not a cure. It's a gentle way to help an aging body do its job more easily, from digestion and sleep to immunity, mental clarity, and daily stamina. My name is David Warren. I'm 60 years old. I'm not only a physician, I'm also someone experiencing these changes in my own body. And I understand the moment when you start asking yourself, is everything from here on just going to get worse? This video is not about unrealistic promises. It's for people who want to understand their bodies better, so they can care for them in a practical, safe, and realistic way. In the next few minutes, I'll share what actually happens when someone over 60 keeps this habit daily, the potential benefits, the limits that need to be respected, and most importantly, how to use it in a way that supports the body instead of overwhelming it. Idea 1, after 60, the issue isn't that you eat less. It's that digestion slows down and works less efficiently. After age 60, your digestive system isn't broken. It's simply slower and more sensitive. The stomach produces less acid, which makes protein harder to break down. Digestive enzymes gradually decline with age. Intestinal movement slows, so food stays in the gut longer. The balance of gut bacteria shifts over time. So what happens? You may eat small portions but still feel bloated. Eat healthy foods yet struggle with constipation. Take vitamins regularly but feel no real improvement. This isn't your fault. It's normal aging physiology. And that's why at this stage of life, the body needs foods that don't just provide nutrients, but also make digestion easier and gentler. When digestion is properly supported, people over 60 often notice very practical changes. No more lingering heaviness after meals, less gas and belching, more regular, easier bowel movements, a lighter feeling overall after eating. And here's something few people talk about. When digestion improves, daily energy goes up noticeably. You feel less drained, less irritable, and you stop worrying every time you eat or leave the house afterward. At this age, simpler is better. 1 kiwi a day is enough. Best timing, in the morning after a light meal, or midday when your stomach isn't too empty. No need to pair it with many other foods. If your stomach is sensitive, peeling the skin is perfectly fine. The goal isn't to eat more. It's to help your digestive system work with less effort. As a doctor, and as someone over 60 myself, I want to say this clearly. Don't force your body to perform like it did at 30. Support it to do its best at the age it's in now. If after eating you feel more comfortable, less bloated, less irritation than before, that's your body responding positively. If you feel discomfort, heaviness, or stomach upset, reduce the amount, change the timing, or stop. An aging body is very honest. It always gives signals. if you're willing to listen. Idea 2. After 60, the immune system doesn't suddenly fail. It responds more slowly and gets tired more easily. Many people believe that aging means the immune system is weak or damaged. That's not entirely true. After 60, immune cells react more slowly. Recovery after inflammation takes longer. Low-grade chronic inflammation gradually increases. That's why a mild cold lasts longer than it used to. Small cuts heal more slowly. You feel drained after illness, even when tests look normal. Not because you're weak, but because your immune system needs more support to function well. When immunity is supported steadily and gently, older adults often notice fewer repeated minor illnesses, faster recovery when they do get sick, less unexplained fatigue, less sensitivity to weather changes. Emotionally, this makes a huge difference. When you're no longer afraid of getting sick every time you go out, you move more, socialize more, live with more ease. Good immunity doesn't just protect you from disease, it frees you from living in constant fear. For people over 60, the rule is consistent, moderate, and safe. 1 kiwi a day is enough. Best timing, morning or mid-afternoon. Avoid taking it on a painfully empty stomach. No need to blend it into juice or mix it with many other fruits. Kiwi naturally provides vitamin C antioxidants, plant compounds that support immune cell function. The key is daily absorption, not loading up all at once. I always tell my older patients, strong immunity doesn't mean never getting sick. It means the body knows how to recover. If you take prescription medications, have chronic conditions, or recently had a prolonged illness, treat Kiwi as support, not a replacement. Don't chase rapid immune boosting. An aging body doesn't like sudden pushes. It responds best to patience and consistency. Idea 3. Sleep after 60 isn't worse because you can't sleep. It's because the nervous system relaxes less easily. After 60, sleep changes quietly. The body produces less melatonin and serotonin. The nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress. The biological clock shifts more easily with small disruptions. That's why many people fall asleep easily but wake up during the night. Wake at 2 or 3 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. Sleep enough hours but don't feel restored. This isn't because you're overthinking. It's because the body no longer transitions into rest as smoothly as before. When the nervous system is gently supported, older adults often notice falling asleep more easily. Fewer nighttime awakenings, less morning grogginess, more stable mood during the day. Good sleep doesn't just make you healthier, it makes you calmer, less irritable, and mentally clearer. Many people don't realize that much of their daytime fatigue starts with poor sleep the night before. If your goal is to support sleep, eat 1 kiwi about 45 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Avoid heavy dinners. Don't eat right before lying down. You can eat it alone or with a little warm water. Kiwi contains natural compounds that support serotonin production, help the body shift into a calmer, more relaxed state. But remember, this is a relaxation signal, not a sleeping pill. I always remind my patients, good sleep starts with the nervous system feeling safe, not with forcing yourself to sleep. If you have long-term sleep problems, wake up exhausted for weeks, rely regularly on sleep medication, use this habit only as gentle support, and don't hesitate to talk with your physician. After 60, the body needs reassurance, not pressure. Idea 4. After 60, the brain doesn't decline because of lost intelligence. It declines because it lacks a protective environment. The brain is the most energy and oxygen-hungry organ in the body. After age 60, 3 quiet changes tend to happen. Blood flow to the brain gradually decreases. Low-grade inflammation slowly increases. Brain cells experience more oxidative stress than before. These changes don't cause disease overnight, but they do make the brain tire more easily, lose focus faster, process information more slowly, forget small daily details more often. What's important to understand is this. This is not a sign that you're losing your mind. It means your brain is working in a less supportive environment. When that environment is improved, many older adults notice clearer thinking during conversations, better focus when reading or watching the news, less mental fatigue at the end of the day, more stable mental reactions. Emotionally, this matters a lot. When you feel mentally sharp, you speak with more confidence, and you stop worrying about being a burden or saying the wrong thing. To support brain health at this age, maintain 1 kiwi a day. Best timing, in the morning or early afternoon, when the brain needs steady energy. Combine this with drinking enough water, light daily walking, a consistent sleep schedule. Kiwi naturally provides vitamin C antioxidants, plant compounds that help reduce oxidative stress in brain cells. This is not brain food that makes you smarter. It's food that helps protect the brain from unnecessary wear and tear. I always tell my patients honestly, there's no food that completely stops memory decline, but there are choices that can slow it down and make it gentler. If you're worried about your memory, don't blame yourself. Don't panic and don't chase quick fixes. The brain ages like the skin does. It needs daily protection, not pressure. Idea 5. After 60, the body isn't weaker because it's out of strength. It's weaker because recovery slows down. When you're young, your body repairs itself quickly. After 60, that repair still happens, but more slowly. Collagen production gradually declines. Inflammation after movement lasts longer. Tissue regeneration takes more time. Muscle mass decreases without proper support. That's why many people notice stiff joints in the morning, fatigue after light walking, small cuts that heal slowly, thinner, more fragile skin. This doesn't mean your body has given up. It simply needs better conditions to recover. When recovery is properly supported, older adults often experience less morning stiffness, reduced soreness after movement, healthier, less fragile skin, greater overall physical comfort. Emotionally, this is huge. When you're no longer afraid to stand up, sit down, or walk, you move with more confidence, stay active by choice, depend less on others. Strength at this age isn't about lifting heavy things. It's about living independently and feeling safe in your body. To support recovery after 60, 1 kiwi a day. Best timing, in the morning or after light activity like walking or stretching. Combine with adequate protein, eggs, fish, legumes, gentle, regular movement. Stretching in the morning or before bed. Kiwi provides vitamin C, which is essential for collagen production, tissue repair, reducing chronic low-grade inflammation. It doesn't replace exercise, but it helps the body respond better to exercise. I often tell my patients, after 60, what matters most isn't how strong you are. It's how well you recover. If you have joint pain, feel muscle weakness, avoid movement because you fear pain, start with gentle support so your body can regain trust in itself. The body remembers. Treat it well long enough and it responds. Idea 6. With age, insomnia isn't just about melatonin. It's about a disrupted rhythm. Many older adults tell me, "Doctor, I feel sleepy, but I keep tossing and turning. I fall asleep, then wake up and can't get back to sleep." Biologically, after 60, the brain's internal clock becomes more sensitive to light. Melatonin release becomes less consistent. The body is more easily triggered awake by blood sugar fluctuations, low-grade inflammation, ongoing nervous system stress. So the problem isn't just sleep itself, it's the body's overall state before sleep. When biological rhythms are stabilized, older adults often notice falling asleep more easily, fewer nighttime awakenings, less morning heaviness or brain fog, more emotional stability during the day. Good sleep at this age isn't about sleeping longer. It's about allowing the brain to recover, the immune system to rebalance, the body to repair small daily damage. One decent night of sleep can shape the entire next day. To support sleep after 60, eat 1 kiwi in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Avoid heavy meals close to sleep. Turn off bright lights and screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Keep consistent sleep and wake times. Some studies suggest kiwi may support serotonin regulation, reduce oxidative stress, create better conditions for deeper sleep. This is not a sleeping pill. It's about building a healthier biological foundation for natural sleep. I often tell older patients, don't force sleep. Help the body feel safe and settled first. Sleep comes more easily when blood sugar is stable, inflammation is lower, the brain no longer feels the need to stay alert. Small habits, repeated daily, are often more powerful than any aggressive solution. Idea 7. After 60, the greatest risk isn't serious disease. It's loss of balance and independence. When people think about aging, they usually think about heart disease, diabetes, or blood pressure. But in geriatric medicine, we worry most about something else: declining balance and physical reflexes. After 60, nerve signals travel more slowly. Small stabilizing muscles around the ankles, knees, and hips weaken. The brain coordinates input from the eyes, inner ear, and muscles less efficiently. The problem is how quietly this happens. No pain, no obvious disease, until a small stumble becomes a serious fall. When older adults maintain good balance, they often walk with more confidence, feel less afraid of stairs, bathrooms, or slippery floors, maintain independence in daily life, reduce the risk of fractures and long hospital stays. I always tell my patients, keeping your balance means keeping control over your own life. No one wants to lose independence because of one slip. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. Just 5 to 7 minutes a day focused on 3 simple movements. Standing on one leg, holding a chair if needed, 20 to 30 seconds per side. Walking slowly heel to toe, paying attention to foot placement. Sitting down and standing up from a chair slowly, without using your hands. Practice in the morning or early afternoon. Avoid training when you're dizzy or exhausted. The goal isn't sweating, it's reactivating the nervous system that controls movement. I tell many patients over 60, if you choose just one daily habit, don't choose running. Don't choose heavy workouts. Choose exercises that help you not fall. Because a fall at 30 is usually minor. A fall at 60 or 70 can be the beginning of a long decline. Balance training won't make you younger, but it helps you stay connected to your life longer. Closing. If you've made it this far, you've probably realized something important. After 60, health doesn't disappear overnight. It changes gradually through how you eat, sleep, move, and listen to your body each day. Muscles, digestion, sleep, the nervous system, balance. These aren't emergencies at first, but they determine how you live the next 10 to 20 years. As a doctor who has worked with many older adults, I truly believe this. Age doesn't take away quality of life. Neglect does. You don't have to do everything at once. Just start with one small but correct change and maintain it long enough for your body to respond. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing to the channel so we can continue talking about aging and health in a way that's scientific, practical, and humane. And finally, an important reminder. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace personal medical advice. If you have specific health concerns, please speak directly with your healthcare provider. Thank you for listening. I wish you steadiness, both physically and mentally.